Yo, what is up, guys? Delboy here. So, Sergey Kovalev and Anthony Yarde had their open workout in Chelyabinsk, Russia, and I wanted to share my thoughts on the open workout. Now, we will start with the champion, Sergey Kovalev. He really didn't give much away, it's got to be said. You know, he was doing some skipping, some shadow boxing, and also some hand-eye coordination work. But other than that, he really didn't give too much away. He seemed happy to be there. He was greeting his hometown crowd, and he was in a good mood, and he was relaxed. Nothing really to write home about in regards to Kovalev's open workout. I would have liked to have seen him on the pads, kind of just really to see how sharp he looked, to see how fluid he looked, etc. But he didn't do so, and like I said, he played his cards fairly close to his chest. But yeah, ultimately, Kovalev looked happy to be there. He looked comfortable. He looked like he was in a good place. And he also looked in fairly good shape. So listen, no red flags in Kovalev's open workout for me, from what I saw. As for Anthony Yarde, again, he appeared fairly jovial, calm, composed, happy to be there. He was doing those touch pads with Tunde Ajayi, showing off some choreographed pad work with Tunde. Again, it looks impressive, but how effective is it? We will find out, I'm sure. And also Yarde was doing pad work with his other pad man, where he kind of went down to the body more. His pad man was wearing like a body shield, and Yarde was going down to the body, avoiding shots coming back. Yeah, Yarde was, again, like I say, he looked fairly sharp. He looks in tremendous shape, and there's really no signs of nervousness or apprehension. He looks like he's happy to be there. And I wondered how he would be on fight week, due to this being Yarde's first step up in his career, pro or amateur. And so far, I think he's handled the occasion quite well. Now, that doesn't mean he'll win on fight night, but, for me, he's handling things well, and he's conducting himself with dignity and respect. I believe he's there to fight. I truly believe he will go there and give it a go, and he'll give it his all, and that's really the main thing. I don't believe, well, mainly from Yarde's perspective, that this is a cash out. I truly believe he's there because he believes he can win. Whether the people around him do is another matter. People like Frank Warren, etc. Do they believe he can win this fight? I'm not so sure. But, Anthony Yarde himself, like I said, seems confident. He seems excited for the fight almost. And we'll see what he's about. I've said this in the past. This fight will basically tell us all we need to know. This guy could be a complete and utter hype job. He could be the best kept secret in boxing, or he could be somewhere in between. We just don't know. And that's the thing that intrigues me about this fight. It's the intangibles. Everything about this fight tells me this should be a mismatch. I've seen multiple Kovalev fights. I was high on Kovalev before he ever became a champion, when he was fighting the likes of Lionel Thompson and Gabriel Campillo. But I've also seen Yarde's rise through his career. And from watching both, like I say, everything tells me this is a mismatch. But it's the intangibles that really gets me excited about this fight. Kovalev is 36 years old. He's not a spring chicken. And, he's got a few things going on outside the ring. He's got that distraction of a potential Canelo payday. There's a lot going on with Kovalev. What happens if he takes his eye off the ball? Maybe an upset's possible. Who knows? Stranger things have happened in boxing. But as for Anthony Yarde, the thing with him is, he is just so unproven. 12 amateur fights, 19 pro fights, and let's be honest about it, the dude hasn't fought anybody. He really hasn't. His level of competition has been really poor, so this is a massive step up. You need to put things in context with Anthony Yarde. This guy never stepped foot into a boxing ring until he was 19 years old. I believe he's 27 or 28 now. He had 12 amateur fights, and he's had 19 pro fights. This guy is a baby. This guy was a late starter. For him to be here in itself is quite impressive. I know he's had like a very carefully managed path, but you know, for a guy who picked up boxing so late, I do want to put this out there. I do believe he's very good. For a guy to pick up boxing that quickly and, you know, be that decent, you know, Yarde has something there. I don't believe Yarde is this scrub that some people are painting him out to be. I do believe there is some type of talent there. You know, he's a good athlete, he's explosive, he's got decent hand speed, there's some type of power there. This guy does have attributes, and that's why this fight, to me anyway, is interesting. Like I said, everything tells me Kovalev should win. I've picked Kovalev in my official prediction. I'm not wavering, I'm just saying, this fight is just intriguing to me. I'm excited for it, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. But anyway, share your thoughts below. What did you make of the open workouts? And as we get closer to this fight, is your opinion on the fight changing somewhat? I'll be intrigued to know that. Share your thoughts below. Peace.